Reporting to you live here in Lakeland, Florida for a postponed, rained out Blue Jays versus Tigers spring training game. It's live from last week, episode 218. Let's go! And I traveled all this way not to watch a game. Welcome you my fellow JayWalkers to another episode of Live From Last Week. Hope last week has served you well. Just a quick shameless plug before we go on. I want you guys to like and share this video and subscribe to the channel. So waking up early today to drive back downtown to pick up the wife in more clearer road conditions compared to a couple days back. I got back to the condo to hear of even more weather advisories happening after several warnings for winter storms that happened last week. So just watching the weather outside from inside the condo, I stayed in all day to edit Live From Last Week videos before heading out this evening to help out my friend Jo with her volleyball team, subbing in just like I did last year, shaking off some rust to play some indoor volleyball here at North Toronto Collegiate. And before we wrap it up for today, being in the chilly Toronto cold and next to this huge mound of snow in the parking lot, doing a post-volleyball game workout. That's cold. We just have a quick birthday shout out to one of my family friends who always and yearly reminds me to pay my licensing fees. This birthday shout out goes out to you, Sarah. Happy birthday, Sarah. I'm hoping that at this time, you and your family are doing well, staying safe and healthy, and that you had a great celebration for your birthday this year. Passing out on the couch and getting a decent sleep in, realizing that I was out of shape exercising and playing indoor volleyball for the first time in a while, I got up feeling pretty sore, needing to stretch my body out a little bit, and eventually wobbling around the condo. Then chilling at home doing a little bit of research on the Toronto Zoo, because I was actually thinking about doing a visit earlier today. I eventually thought against it as it looked like the snow outside the condo was starting to make a return once again. And I just didn't want to go out to tour the zoo in the cold. So just staying in and catching up on household chores today. I was surprised to hear that one of my favorite K-pop bands that I've seen perform live and in person in the past had announced earlier in the month that they were returning for another concert world tour, with the one, the only BlackPink announcing their tour dates today. Also recalling this scene from another previous Live From Last Week episode. As appetizers for this delicious steak dinner that the wife had prepared for us tonight, we defrosted one of my favorite Japanese treats out of the freezer this evening. This amazing melon ball that our friends had actually gifted us from their trip to Japan earlier in 2024. Passing out on the couch for a 5-hour sleep last night, I woke up early to drive the wife downtown for her day shift, then made my way to the cemetery looking at the higher levels of snow beside the roads, and trying to make the trek with my shoes fully sinking a couple feet into the white stuff, and do my monthly visit to my Lola V. Hey Lola, it's JJ coming to the cemetery to visit you on my monthly visit. The snow is crazy deep from all the snowfall that we've had for the past week or so. I also wanted to wish you a happy belated family day where all the cousins got together this past weekend and had fun playing one of your favorite games, Mahjong. Continue to pray for us and guide us in our everyday lives. And we want to let you know that we miss you and we love you, Lola. Bye for now. And after leaving a trail of tracks for others to use when they go visit Lola, getting out of the chilly Scarborough weather that we have, I made my way back to the condo to edit some live from last week videos and catch some highlights of the Canada versus US Four Nations hockey game that they had last week, in preparation for a rematch for the Four Nations finals happening later on this evening. But anyways, trying to catch up on some rest on the couch once again, prior to going for my first of a scheduled 3 night shifts tonight. We just have a quick birthday shout out to one of my former coworkers who I really enjoyed hanging out with outside of work. This birthday shout out goes out to you, Mara. Happy birthday, Mara. And we've got a birthday greeting to one of my university friends who I remember during his times at FSAT. This birthday shout out goes out to you, Luigi. Happy birthday, Luigi. I'm hoping that at this time, everybody that has their birthdays today are doing well, staying safe and healthy, and had a great celebration for your birthdays this year. So speaking more about that Four Nations hockey finals between Canada and the US, last night in my Canada red themed scrubs, I was able to catch a little bit of the action in the break room in between call bells, and was lucky enough to witness this highlight of Connor McDavid scoring the championship winning goal in overtime. Then today, after seeing this worker change a billboard on my commute home from the grocery store, witnessing this rare occurrence that I've never experienced, seeing how it was done, and after getting an okay post-shift sleep back at the condo, I rewatched highlights of this intense game this afternoon from the comfort of my home, congratulating the boys of Team Canada for winning the 2025 Four Nations Hockey Tournament. But anyways, before I go in for my second of my scheduled 3 night shifts tonight, we just have a quick birthday shout out to one of the best Airbnb hosts that we've ever had during one of our trips to New Orleans several years back. This birthday shout out goes out to you, Ryan. Happy birthday, Ryan. I'm hoping that at this time you and your family are doing well, staying safe and healthy, and that you had a great celebration for your birthday this year. Last night, after catching a beautiful sunset to the west, exactly 2 months since the winter solstice sunset that we had last year, I had a shift similar to this one around the same time, getting to work late and being redeployed to another part of the hospital, as well as having the additional responsibility of being in charge of that unit. But after a steady shift with a good, energetic crew on the south side, I treated myself to this fruit tray for breakfast this morning and got an okay 3-hour post-shift nap earlier today. But now, before I go in for my third of a scheduled 3 night shifts tonight, we just have a quick birthday shout out to one of my university classmates that I went to nursing school with back in the day. This birthday shout out goes out to you, Shannon. Happy birthday, Shannon. I'm hoping that everybody that has their birthdays today are doing well, staying safe and healthy at this time, and had a great celebration for your birthdays this year. But yeah, in addition to that, prior to going in for my shift, I just have one more little task to do. I'll be doing my duty as an Uber driver, planning to drop off the wife to the airport for yet another Euro trip that she has planned with one of our good friends, V. So last night, after getting stuck in traffic, but making the most of it, being excited for the wife's trip, and me going in for one more night shift, one more before going in for work, we got to Pearson Airport to say farewell to the wife for the next week and a half, dropping her off for her next adventure. Alright, bye wife. Enjoy your Euro trip without me.
Enjoy US, Florida.
Then, post-shift this morning, after doing an Uber carpool with the coworker, Lovelyn. I headed to the St. Lawrence the Martyr Catholic Church for Sunday morning mass, before getting this poor excuse of a post-night shift nap earlier today. But guys, waking up after my sleep, I'm recalling a wrist injury that I've been tending to for the past couple nights at work that I'm really hoping will resolve on its own. Otherwise, I may have to call on the help of one of our dear friends, Giselle, who y'all remember had a look at it and tried to treat it a while ago. Anyways, after watching some afternoon TV and seeing on the programs some foreshadowing of events that I might attend in the near future, it's now time to get ready and pack, figuring out what I'll have to do in order to circumvent personal item restrictions on certain budget airlines, in order to avoid extra charges on carry-on for my potential trip set for tomorrow. So sleeping yesterday after seeing this video of the parents being this cute little vacation couple that they are, I woke after getting less than 5 hours of sleep, got up prior to my 4 a.m. alarm, then have the sister and I head to the Pearson Airport park and fly to be a little bit disappointed. Waiting outside in the chilly, what feels like -7 degrees cold, for what we thought was supposed to be 10 to 15 minutes max as per their website. We had the sis-in-law call customer service, since the shuttle bus didn't arrive until approximately 35 to 40 minutes after we parked. That's a big thumbs down, guys. But nonetheless, we safe and soundly got to the airport to catch our 7 a.m. Flair Airlines flight, arriving here to Orlando with our new Turo car rental to enjoy the great stereotypical sunny weather that they have here in Florida. Just kidding, guys. So between the letdowns in Park and Fly and the rainy weather, we had just one more letdown. Upon driving more than 60 minutes to Lakeland, Florida to try to do the same thing that we did last year, catching a Blue Jays spring training game in the exact same location, might I add, because of all the precipitation in the area. When I got to the stadium, I found out that our game had been canceled. What a mistake. But guys, instead of letting this get us down, we headed to a place that we heard had good reviews for food, going to the Joinery, a nicely ambianced food hall that had some of our favorites, such as American sweet tea, as well as these burgers, pulled pork sandwiches, and fries. Enjoying these babies with our unlimited bottomless drinks. We then made our way in the rain to the Tampa area to venture out like I've done in other science centers that I've traveled to and had a lot of fun at in the past. Going with Jersey to the Museum of Science and Industry here in Tampa. No, nothing is happening.
Oh, press and hold.
You're not dying?
No.
Wow. Still alive. And now, with the conclusion of that music video, before we quickly do a Tampa Too Good to Go order, seeing just exactly what we have in this surprise bag, we'll just wrap up this week's Live From Last Week episode right here. So, if you guys have enjoyed what you've been watching, feel free to follow JayWalkerPOV on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Be sure to like and share this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notifications bell to be notified when new videos from JayWalkerPOV come out. And once again, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Stay safe and healthy out there, and we'll see you next time on Live From Last Week.